that it's just a slap in the face that someone just earned it in 36 days.
I just feel like a slap is not enough. I can spit in it too if that makes it easier to digest.
I feel like the professional degree beyond a bachelor's has become meaningless.
Actually, while we are here, let's do the one you sent me about the master's in 36 days. Yeah.
36 days.
I think this video is about me, so let's talk.
1. How is that even possible?
I have the answer. Okay, so I enrolled in Capella's Flex program, which means that it's a self-paced program. They give you the classes. You complete them at your own pace. All I did was lock in. I locked out distractions. I didn't read any books where I typically read a lot. I didn't talk on the phone much. I wasn't on social media much. I locked in. For 36 days straight, I wrote about 10 pages worth of essays per day. I did not transfer any credits in. This is from start to finish. It took me 36 days. I did not utilize AI. I don't believe in AI. Also, AI is very inaccurate, so I wanted my assignments to be correct the first time that I did them. Oh, and fun fact, I did this degree in secrecy. Nobody knew except for my best friend because I gave it to my parents as a surprise, like, hey, I got a degree. And I also bought them a 7,500 square foot home that we're currently in.
2. They were also selling like a course and basically a bunch of material to help you cheat and study. It was cheating.
I can teach you a thing or two about research because that's actually not what I do. What I do is complete assignments for college students. That's their tests, quizzes, PowerPoints, essays, entire online courses, whatever they need to get to graduation. Pop quiz.
Ain't that cheating though? That's definitely cheating.
I thought she was, wait, let me see where she's going with it, because it sounds like cheating.
Hold on, what? Thank you. You know what I need? I need to add, what do you mean by that? I need to put that right there. Hang on. But
who's been doing this for years? White people. Okay, you got that one right. You don't know what I'm talking about. Does Aunt Becky from Full House ring a bell? Where her and about 50 other millionaires were paying for their white, undeserving children to get accepted into the best colleges, taking spots from Black and brown students? No? Okay, hold on. I got a couple more to mention. What about the Harvard's admission bias lawsuit where they found that Black applicants were being admitted into Harvard at significantly lower rates than their white counterparts, despite their applications being quite similar?
I'm trying to see how she is conflating the two. What that got to do with you actually doing work for people?
I'm just trying to figure out if she's finna get there, because it do sound like cheating.
What about when these allegations also happened at Yale in the early 2020s? Or maybe we should talk about the grandfather clause still existing in colleges in the 2000s, meaning that if your mom, dad, or grandparents or anyone in your family went to that college, your chances of getting admitted into that school were 3 to 5 times higher than someone who did not have a relative go there. Keep in mind, Black people were not admitted until recently. Before we move on, I just want to clarify. When white people cheat, it's a scandal. We pay a fine. We do like 60 days in jail. We move on. When Black people do the same thing, shut the system down. We got to do something different. The whole system wants to change to keep us out again. Right? I'm just trying to make sure I'm keeping up.
And also, the job market is so awful for people with like these professional degrees.
I see here that you're a medical tech, so I just wanted to ask, have you had experience with your master's level degree trying to get a job, or are you just a tech or associates? I'm just trying to figure out where you fall in the category. Like, is this from personal experience or just what you see online? Also,
I will interject there. I'm with her on that part, because all you see is, like, you see me post all the time. Every time we have somebody get a job, I'm like, look, you hearing all this, but they still hiring out here. You're just invisible to the recruiters because they can't find you.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, is it bad? Yes. Is there some BS going on? Are Black people being interviewed just so the company said they interviewed Black people? Absolutely. But you can still find a job.
The job market is bad for people with professional degrees, then wouldn't it be worse for people who do not have them? Therefore, I should probably pat myself on the back for going to get my degree so that if I ever do have to enter the job market again, I'm better prepared? Or no?
That it's just a slap in the face that someone just earned it in 36 days.
I just feel like a slap is not enough. I can spit in it too if that makes it easier to digest.
I feel like the professional degree beyond a bachelor's has become meaningless.
Again, based on my research, you don't have one. So you would not understand the value of a master's degree until you get one.
And I don't want to discredit anyone's hard work because I could never go back to school for any more amount of time.
So admittedly, you're mad at me for something that you could never do. You couldn't do it in 36 days, 36 weeks, 36 months, or 36 years. But you're mad at how long it took me to do it.
But I would be absolutely devastated if something that took me multiple years could just be handed over to someone in 30-something days.
The concept of something being handed to me is crazy. My ancestors were slaves.
All right, now. I'm like, this is that stuff dudes be talking about on the internet. You ain't really answered much. All you just did was shift the blame every time. Well, they can do it, why I can't do it? That's literally what she did the whole time, which I get that sentiment, but you are really not making yourself look better here. I don't even know what you got a degree in. Did they ever say what she got a master's degree in?
I don't think so at the beginning.
I don't even know what her name is. I wonder if you could research that while we wait.
Sharecroppers ran on foot from Tennessee to Indiana and were denied an education with a plethora of other things that we can get into later. On the other hand, your people were the slaveholders, were the property owners, made the laws and policies, built the schools, had centuries worth of advantages. So I'm just trying to figure out why you're not farther in life than you are. Like me compared to you, I'm winning. And statistically, I shouldn't be. On my dad's side of the family, I'm first generation master degree. On my mom's, I'm only second generation. No matter how I do it, I promise you, I'm going to play catch up for my son, my grandchildren, and anybody else that falls in my lineage in the future. If this consists of me racking up degrees in 36 days, I'm going to do it. If it consists of me buying homes, currently in my fourth one, I'm going to do it.
See, this is the type of stuff you got to go research, people, because
I can't. No public details.
what about when on her page, what does it say about her?
Just the homework girl. That's her brand.
Does she got an Instagram? Instagram only tell you more about people than that. Because I'm like, okay.
The reason why I wanted to talk about this article was because I feel like will we see more we already can clearly see what type of respect these type of programs get, but I honestly feel like in some way, shape, or form that might be what the future of education looks like. Self-paced education, not everywhere. You're still gonna have you're still gonna have the high-end institutions, right? That'll still be more traditional, but I think that self-paced courses and programs and certifications and things like that will become more prevalent. But the thing is, will they matter if this is going to be the way that they're seen? You get what I'm saying?
Yes. No. So I remember this something I want to talk about a while back. I had bookmarked some on Threads like in January. And I guess this woman is a recruiter. She said tech companies take Pedigree seriously. No boot camps. Must have a computer science degree from a top 20 school, maybe top 50. Work for top tier companies. Yes, the short tenure and gaps will impact you. They want strong passive candidates that are already employed by the competition and not even looking for a new role. Don't let the I can teach you breaking the tech folks fool you. As a tech recruiter, I'm fighting for my candidates in my life. This is a top tier candidate in my book. They said whoever did feedback on them, they said does not meet, and it's a whited out right here, talent bar in education or company types, plus hoppy. That means job hopping.
Mm-hmm.
But I brought that up because this circles back into kind of, we tell people some of these things is checklisted, but if you want to do certain things in your career, you got to follow what certain people are doing with their degree path. So if there's some certain thing you want to do at certain companies, then you might have to go to a Yale or Harvard or Stanford or MIT or wherever you want to go. Think about it. People think all degrees are measured on the same scale.
They're not.
Like even where we got our master's at, like in our area, I think it's recognized as like a top program. I think even in the country, I think their cyber program is recognized. Now I didn't do the cyber program. However, if you still have to go match it up with, I guess maybe Georgia Tech's or some of the other people's that's just more acclaimed, you may fall short there. And a lot of people are, some of them are being strategic because they just want to get the checkbox. But then some people aren't thinking past that. And so we don't know what, like I said, I still don't know what degree she got. Mm-hmm. And why are you telling, like, I get that you're doing homework for them, but if the people find out that they're not doing it, and they could get in trouble.
Yeah, academically dismissed.
If this consists of me traveling the world and getting more knowledge so I can pass it on to my descendants, I'm going to do it. How I play catch up to you should not matter. Again, your people were the slaveholders. My people were the slaves. They could not get an education, so I'm doing it today.
And I think it goes to show that our education system is really based off of greed and money.
So the same thing Black people have been saying for decades. Everything's about race. Yes. Yes, it is. I typed out a couple stats for you, so I'm going to look over here real quick and read them off to you. Princeton found that Black applicants were 23% less likely to be admitted to selective colleges than their white applicants with similar academic credentials.
Why she keep on bringing up Ivy Leagues? I ain't gonna lie, and they gonna kill me for this, but based off of these snippets, it be reminding me of that Jasmine Crockett stuff, where how in the way they bringing up things that's not really going to the point. You are bringing up stuff. You're talking about the elite of the elite. Granted, there are white people that pay for that, but only the elite of the elite get into the Ivy Leagues. You went to Capella, a school anybody can go to and pay for it. Stick to that. She's trying to make her argument so bad that it's not working. And they're playing the black card right here. This didn't even call for none of the things that she brought up. This wasn't one of them type of things. Why you just didn't refute to what he was saying and answer the points versus trying to get people on your side and to create divisiveness based on what you're saying to see if you can win the argument. To me, you didn't win anything. You did not. Like, I want to finish it, but it's just BS already.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna let it play because I got to get my charger.
The American Educational Research Association reports that SAT and ACT scores are strongly correlated with race and family income, not just academic ability, and their use in admissions systematically disadvantages Black applicants, reducing their likelihood of admission relative to white peers. Georgetown University Center on Education and the Workforce found that Black students are significantly underrepresented at selective colleges, not because of lack of interest or application, but due to structural barriers and biased admissions pipelines that favor white affluent students. Affluent money.
Because basically, as long as you have the money to pay the tuition nowadays, you can get into whatever you want, and it doesn't really matter if you're learning the material or not.
So it's already harder for us to get in, harder for us to pay for it. Y'all got money, y'all get in more. But also, what happens when we get there? Just realized I've gone through this whole video with one earring on, but we'll talk about that later. Anywho, here's a study. A randomized experiment with teachers showed that when the only difference in a writing sample was a name thought to be associated with a Black student versus a white student, teachers rated the Black labeled work lower on vague grading scales, even though the work was identical. This paper is written by Tremia. That's me. This paper is written by Reed. That's you. Identical. Reed is going to statistically get a higher score than me, just because he has a white name. The video is getting long. I hope you get the point by now. I just want to say that Black people were never invited to play the game, but now that we're here,
we don't get the point. I wish I could get some
of your time
minutes
back.
of my life back, because they're stupid, bro. That's the pseudo smartness that she went up there and just said a whole bunch of BS that was amounting to nothing. Like, you did those things and now you have a master's, but that is another reason why people don't take them type of schools seriously.
And that goes back to the conversation of some people are working so hard for these degrees, like giving it literally everything that they have just for them to get done and finished and graduate and it be looked at like that.
Because if all you're doing is, and like, if I just break it down, so you wrote 10 pages a day, what do you do all day that you're able to write 10 pages every day to graduate in 36 days? Because what if you multiply that, what is that, 3,600 pages? Like, I don't know. Like, you didn't answer nothing. Like, I'm just mad. Like, don't ever try to pull the woe is me thing on stuff like that. If you would have said you got denied to these other places and Capella accepted you, I would totally understand. But that's not what you said. You just stated Black people, and all this other stuff. So I just felt like that was stupid and idiotic.